And welcome back to What If. And we are on part, and I really need to remember to have this up when I'm doing this. Which one are we on right now? I know which What If we're doing. I'm trying to remember what part we're on. Oh, part 4. Part 4 of What If Vegeta had gone to Earth instead of Goku, a.k.a. Dragon Ball Z Sai. So last time on Dragon Ball Z Sai, Vegeta, Nappa, and Reds had arrived on Earth, only to be met by Vegeta. Vegeta had warned them not to cause any trouble, but they agreed because Vegeta and frankly most of the Z fighters at this point are far beyond either Nappa or Vegeta or Raditz. However, Vegeta, they talked with Vegeta. Vegeta talks to them. They have a conversation about exactly how to deal with Frieza. Frieza's still out there. Vegeta is a lot smarter and nowhere near as dumb as Goku is or was. However, he ultimately still says, you know what? No. I've had it with Frieza. I've had it. I haven't heard from him this year. And now you just you bringing him up and knowing he's still out there, and all that. No, tell him right here. Tell him where I am. Tell him I'm here. And if he wants me, he can find me right here. So I was like, what? Yeah, wait, you want us both to go? Yeah. Remember, it's Frieza. If I remember Frieza correctly. Or if I remember Frieza as well as I do, he may kill one of you, kill the messenger on the spot just out of principle. If there's both of you, at least one of you stands a shot at surviving. Then again, he might not, but still. It's like, so you're willing to risk our lives? Yeah, I know it comes off that way, and that's because it kind of is that way, but I just need... Just do it, Raditz! Nappa, just do it! It's like, well, if nothing else, we'll wish you back on the Dragon Balls. It'll be fine. At least he brings that up. The Dragon Balls, yeah. And then he just says, don't get any ideas. And so they go off. It took them a year, Nappa and Vegeta in the original, to get to Earth. And for the sake of coherent time frame, let's assume it would take Frieza to get that long as well. Because I remember him talking to Kami, and therefore talking to King Kai about how long it would take Frieza to get to Earth. At least. And I remember in the sense of the last episode I did. That's how I read it. He said, it would take them about a year. Why? So, wait, no, what are you doing? You idiot. You wanted to bring Frieza to Earth? Frieza will annihilate the planet. And so, that's what's going to happen. Now, I remember there is one thing I was corrected on, actually, is that if it takes 1 year for Raditz and Nappa to get to Frieza, it may very well take Frieza 1 year to get to Earth. However, Frieza's ship is much larger and probably has better thrusters, so we'll say about half a year. Still, that's a half of a year, a year and a half, ultimately. So I do have to change my power levels a little bit on that, because I had given power levels where I thought the Z Fighters would be at that point. But because there's an extra half a year for training, I actually do have to adjust that. So, Vegeta, I'm not going to put Vegeta at 4. I'll put him at 3.5 million. I think that's a good, solid, reasonable number. Tien and Yamcha, ultimately, I'll put them with a year and a half of hardcore training, them probably training on the lookout and training together, and Chaozu training as well. Chaozu probably is no higher than like 3,000 or something like that. They will, respectively, each of them, Tien... I'm going to put him around 50,000. I think that's a really solid number for him. And Yamcha, I'm going to put around 35,000. Krillin, however, is the interesting one, because Krillin in this version is basically Vegeta's best friend. He is what Krillin is to Goku. He's Vegeta's best friend, because he's been trying to play catch-up all this time. He's been training a lot harder. Remember, was it the last one I did? Basically, where they went to Namek to bring everyone back. Krillin didn't get his inner potential unlocked. Tien, Yamcha, and Vegeta did, but Krillin did not. So he's had to play catch-up all these years. But because of that, he's had a much higher work ethic and training ethic. So when we last left Krillin off, his power was close to maybe around what base Nappa's was. Now he spends probably a lot of his time training between either Master Roshi or with Vegeta, and having the gravity chamber there gives him a lot of leeway to train, or a lot more growth and room to train. Plus, Vegeta is a much stronger opponent than he is, so it gives him a wall to overcome. So, respectively, I will put Krillin not quite as high as Tien, but I'll put him higher than Yamcha. I'll put him at 45,000. So he's converging. He's getting close to Tien's number, but not quite. I said 50,000 for Tien. And then again, Piccolo or Vegeta is roughly speaking 3.5 million. So eventually, when we fast forward real quick to, Raditz, or flashback to when Vegeta and Nappa go to meet Frieza. He's Lord Frieza. Oh, so how was your trip? Did we acquire this Eoth? Not exactly, Lord Frieza. Oh, was there a problem? Raditz, what was the problem again? It seems Lord Vegeta, and he said, bite the bullet. If we're gonna die, might as well just do it here. Seems Lord Vegeta is still alive, Lord Frieza. Prince Vegeta is still alive. And then Frieza, what? Prince Vegeta? I thought he perished. I thought he tried to get away in a little Saiyan pod and blew up. He survived? Oh, goody. So why is it that two grown Saiyan adults can't take on the little prince? So he's been doing a lot of training, sir. And, he was stronger than us to begin with, sir. And he's only gotten stronger since. Could you tell me, how strong has he become? And basically all they have to say is, our scouters are no longer here. You want to know why our scouters aren't here, Lord Frieza? Do tell. And then Radzine goes, apparently when we tried to scout his power level, they couldn't handle this straight. They broke around 20,000. Because we are factoring, we don't know if Nappa's model was the same as Raditz's model. My guess is it was probably a little bit of a higher grade. They were higher class Saiyans than Radz was. But we know Radz's scouter broke right around the 21,000 range because Bulma was using it to pick up the power levels in Vegeta and Goku's fight. Let's assume that theirs could pick up maybe in the 40s, and mine broke around 40,000, Lord Frieza, and to which Frieza actually he's gotten that powerful, I see. Ooh. And to which Zarbon was like, that's impossible. There's no way Vegeta, as strong as he ever was, could be stronger than us. That's right. I say we go to that little Eoth and show that little maggot while we're for the Frieza Force. It's like, yes, that does seem like a good idea. Nappa, Raditz, I hope you don't have any qualms against us killing your old friend and confidant and partner, do you? I'm saying like, nope, because they know it's like, nope, we are gonna live. Nope, we live. It's like they play the part too. We love to serve you, Lord Frieza, and only you. It's like, oh, good. It's so good to have loyalty. Now let us make force for this Eoth. I can't wait to say hello to Prince Vegeta again. So they go off. And Kami and King Kai would probably both give the warning signal. They also would gather the Dragon Balls prior, just in case. They're up on the lookout. So they basically just go to the spot that they know Frieza's going to show up in, and they wait. They wait it out. Now, someone asked if Gohan is training. Remember, Trunks is Gohan. He is, by all accounts, Trunks. Maybe not quite as bratty because Vegeta is not the same parent he is in the original version. But still, by all accounts, he's Trunks. His name is just Gohan. So if I tend to go back and forth, sorry about that. But Gohan does train, but he's nowhere near capable of taking on this fight yet. And even Vegeta is smart enough to realize that, despite the fact that he is... Ooh, how old would he be at this point? He was around 5 when he got taken. So, 6.5? Let's just say 7. I'm just going to go with 7. I think that's an easy number. And if someone wants to correct me, go ahead. I'm just going to keep it at 7. Gohan's power is probably like 10,000. But, and just because he's a half Saiyan, gets some Zenkai boost from training, actually does train with his dad, has been training for a while, but ultimately he's still not ready for this fight. And honestly, I think Chaozu Chaozu, I think, is there, but his power's at best 3,000, I would say. And remember, there's no Piccolo. King Piccolo is sealed away. So these are actually the only Z fighters we ultimately have. There's no Goku. There's no Vegeta. There's no Piccolo. So we're already down 2 Z fighters from regular. There's no Gohan in this. It's really Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and Vegeta. And they're standing there, the powers are suppressed, and then, Frieza shows up. His forces start to, climb out of the ship. There's a lot of them. He even I don't think he summons the Ginyu Force, just because he doesn't realize how powerful they are. The Ginyu Force are out somewhere right now. But it's Zarbon and Dabura still there. Because, seems they're a lot stronger than we gave them credit for. They're dwarfing your friends. They're dwarfing Nap and Raditz. Oh, look, there's Nap and Raditz. Hi, Nap and Raditz. Yes, Krillin, yes. We're gonna kick your ass. Yes. Good job, Krillin. Keep up there. Yeah, looks like it's quite a force. That one in the middle. That Frieza, and then Vegeta's brief memories, of Frieza that he still has, kicks his. That's him. Oh, Vegeta, look at this. Look what you've done with this for yourself. Friends, a planet to call your own. Oh, if only yours hadn't blown up. Oh, if only my finger hadn't slipped. But I digress. So, Vegeta, I hear tell you don't want to work for me anymore. I never worked for you to begin with, Frieza. Oh, that's very true. So why don't I offer you this one-time deal? Come join me. Together we'll have such a good time. You'll be such an asset to the Frieza Force. You can join your fellow Saiyans again. You can even invite your little friends. I'm always in the mood for always looking for new and stronger recruits. Quite a fair deal. I'll even let this planet live. Even let this planet live. You can use it as your little base if you've grown so fond of it. Of course, when the time to sell it comes, you'll have to part with it. It seems rather fair, doesn't it, Vegeta? It does sound fair. You know what else sounds fair, Frieza? Me blowing your face off. Me blowing your head off. You clean off your body. Oh, I see. Well, I hope no one said I didn't give him a chance. Truth be told, I was still going to kill you anyway when you got on board, but this works too. Truth be told, I always hated your father. That's why I murdered him. But I hear you've gotten quite stronger as well. Much stronger than your father ever was. Somewhere in the 40s, maybe even 50s of thousands. After all, your father was so great, it broke your friend's fancy little scouters. And then he just gets out of his chair. But really, Vegeta, you should know better than to try to challenge, just does that whole, you should know better than to challenge me, Vegeta. After all, then Vegeta just had enough of this. After all, I'm the one, boom! And then Frieza didn't even know why him. Boom! Take care of Frieza's goons. I get the big man. And then Vegeta's just not having it. Vegeta, unfortunately, is also very pissed at the moment and wants to vent a bit. So he's not just going to outright kill Frieza. So he's just, boom, smashing him, just boom, 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 grinding him along, kind of Broly style at points, just beating First Form Frieza into a pulp. Because remember, at 3.5 million, Frieza is nothing right now compared to Vegeta. Frieza was about 530,000. So I said, let's see. No, Vegeta's taking. Oh dear, the boss needs help, and then Tien just appears, multi-forms it. Only has 3 to, or no, he would have, I can see 4. Splits power in like to 12.5 thousand apiece. It's like going somewhere. And it's like, ugh! And then basically it's 2-on-2. Both Tiens are taking on Deborah and Zarbon. And it's like, damn it. It's like, this is really getting annoying. They're giving us pouting on both sides. They're double teaming us at the door. The agony. It's like, oh God, that's so uncomfortable. Of course, he's not there. And then Krillin and Yamcha are just taking out the Frieza forces right now. Just scatter bullet, boom, and they're just, taking him out again. Their powers on average are 2,000, 1,500. So yeah, and Resurrection F art. Honestly, the Resurrection F art. There's a lot of things that don't make sense. One of the things is, how can individuals like Tien and Krillin and Gohan, whose powers are clearly in the millions, not just waste these guys? Hell, even Roshi is able to clearly take on a great deal of them. So it's not 100% understood how that's a thing. Either way, they're right now, they're busy taking on Frieza forces, and ultimately they kick their asses. But then we cut back to Frieza versus Vegeta, and midway through their fights, I think Deborah even is the first one to go down. It's like Zarbon changes Morse, and then they just sense Lord Frieza's power increases. I see. So you really have gotten stronger, Vegeta. Well, let us see if you can take power. But he just grabs him by the horns, boom, knees him in the face. It's like, yeah, I'm not in the mood for talking, Frieza, I'm in the mood for killing your ass, and then just swings him around full force and rips his tail off. Just, you bastard! Boom, Vegeta just, nope. Boom! It's like, fine, third form it is. Now, Vegeta, let's see. Still, Vegeta's just wasting him. Vegeta at 3.5 million is far beyond it's far beyond any of Frieza's first three forms, and even the suppressed formed final form Frieza, at least fourth form Frieza. Yeah, fourth. He would still have the edge in that fight. So, he's still clearly dominating him at this point. Meanwhile, back there, Zarbon, he's now just, so he's just, Nappa and Raditz, what are you waiting for? Kill him! To which Nappa and Raditz just look at each other. It's like, you got it. And then, he turns around, just, boom! Both, basically, they use all their power, just punch a hole straight into Zarbon. Just, from behind. What? It's like, yeah, it's called the double cross. Now we're going to blow our loads inside you. Two of us. Two men inside you, Zarbon. What? No homo. Boom! They basically together, they blow him up. Now, you'd argue their power shouldn't be anywhere near enough to kill Zarbon, even especially in a transformed state. But as weakened as he was, and just caught off guard as he was, I think they could do that. And then they finally feel the power of, and for those of us who can sense powers, and even Frieza's power was enough that even, I think his forces could feel it. So Frieza finally goes into the final form, but even transforming, he's winded. Just, now you see, Vegeta. This is my true power. Yeah. Well, whatever, bitch. And then just, they goes in and they clash. This time it's a lot more even, but this time Vegeta's like, I've had enough of this. Frieza, yes, I've had enough of this as well. Getting his tail, or wrapping his tail around, it's like, and then all of a sudden he just hears this sound, Destructo Disc! And then Destructo just flies by him and just cuts his tail. You excellent little... It's like, huh? How do you... oh, God. Shin Gekko! Boom! But it's right... He doesn't even see Tien. Tien's right below. Boom! Of course, Tien's a lot weaker in this, so it's pretty comparable to how he fought Semi-Perfect Cell, where it's slowing his ass down, but it's really not doing much against him. Go, Vegeta! Get out of here! Get out of here! Go! Get a sense of who we got! It's like, no! Tien, get out of here! What are you doing? You're not a match for him! It's like, well, just do it! Like, no, and then, no, why? No! I'm ending this now! I'm not gonna let him take this planet or my friends! Or my family or anything like, basically just, he says, like, no, this is my fight, I'm ending this now! And then he basically just creates the moon, just, turns into the Ozaru. But remember, Vegeta has control of himself in his Ozaru. So he just, me, the giant Ozaru, like, what do I say to you? Move out of the way! It's just this giant blue orb, Ozaru coming its way. And no! I'm going to kill you! Because Frieza can't sense power levels. He flies over facing Tien, and Tien's just kind of smiling, though huffing a bit. It's like, what are you... Huh? Turns around. Let's be clear. Frieza's floating right here. The hands are right here. So you basically have Frieza and the Kamehameha right about there. So it's pretty much point blank, 335 million in terms of a power level. Frieza's still suppressed at this time, so he hasn't even gone half his power yet. So he's only around 3 million at best. Frieza gets vaporized pretty much. And then there's pretty much nothing else except a smoldering orange headpiece. Just, and then Vegeta pretty much just and that was for my father. And then just passes out. And then later, all the remaining Frieza forces get the hell out of here, and they all pretty much, go about their business. So now, basically, we cut to later where Vegeta wakes up. Everyone's there. Nappa and Raditz are also there. It's like, my God, Vegeta, that was amazing.
You really did do it, Vegeta. You killed the bastard. There's still more of Frieza's forces out there, though. But with you there, we could clean them all up. We could end that bastard's empire for good. Yeah, we could. But Frieza himself is gone. That's all we need for now. I'm happy here with my family. Well, I want to get stronger, but I don't. But I'm happy with my life here. Though I encourage you, stay here, train for a while. If you need to go after that, go. Go and rip whatever's left of his kingdom to shit. And basically they agree, it's like, good job, good idea. So Raditz and Nappa would hang around for a while, to actually get some legitimate training in and get a lot stronger. So I mean, cut to maybe a year later, and Gohan's about 8, so he probably have, and with extra training and more training, he gets to maybe a power level of like 20,000. So his power level pretty much doubles. I think that's fair. Because he's also focusing with studies and things along those lines. And then Raditz and Nappa, after like a solid year's worth of training, Raditz, I'd imagine, between Gravity Chamber training, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, Vegeta there, I would go a full solid 15, so times 15. So his power would probably be like at 30,000. Nappa, being generally much stronger than Raditz, would also be probably in the neighborhood. He probably goes about the same. So his actual overall power, let's just say, is 100,000 when it's all said and done. Now, suppressed his power is still probably around 50,000. But compare percentage-wise to, I'm trying to compare percentage-wise to his power when he actually showed up, 4,000 to 7,500. That being said, I'm sure Vegeta also teaches them how to actually suppress their power as well. So they go off and to basically, wreck shop with Frieza's forces, and the world is pretty much as is for now. There's no real threats, nothing like that. Frieza's gone, and they spend most of their time, just chilling out. We're only at 22 minutes, so I'll continue on a little bit. So cut to, I'm trying to think what the time frame would be here. About 2 years later? 2 years later. Let's go 2 years later. And 2 years later, power-wise, we'll just put Vegeta. Because once we get into stronger power levels, it gets harder for you to progress as quickly. So 5 million, I think, is a reasonable power level for Vegeta right now. Krillin, between the training with Nappa and Raditz and Vegeta and all them, I'd say he's easily 100,000 at least. Tien's probably at like 120. Yamcha's probably around 70. Just because they don't have any extra. There's no real reason to be training super hard. They're still training, keeping up their training, but Yamcha still has like a baseball career, all that. So then we cut to Trunks showing up, future Trunks. Now keep in mind, he sees Vegeta there. And when he shows, here's the thing too, Gohan and Trunks, they exist in his younger version. So he exists, it's like, wait, so where's the gang? Where's Frieza? It's like, did I run at the same wrong time? What's going on here? Where's Goku? So they sense this power, and they show up. Vegeta's there, it's like, Vegeta, like, Gohan, what? Wait, what? And Gohan's just like, wow, you're like an older me. Wait, what? Isn't his name Trunks? Like, what? No, this is my son Gohan. You look like Gohan. Who are you? What? What do you mean Gohan? That's Goku's son. Who the hell is Goku? Who the hell's Goku? And then, Krillin, Tien, everyone thinks, what is going on right now? So Trunks is flabbergasted, and that's where we're going to leave it off. Trunks completely confused right now. Just, what? So, yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. Trunks completely clueless of what's going on in this timeline. Until then, though, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, whatever, anything to do with the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point as well. Thanks for watching, though. Hope you enjoyed. It's now just going to be a standard week of things to talk about. So you'll get your who would win tomorrow. I'm going to go see Rocketman on Tuesday. I was going to see Booksmart yesterday, but I explained why that didn't happen in previous videos yesterday. But you get the what if and who would win on Wednesday. I believe I'm seeing both X-Men Dark Phoenix and Secret Life of Pets 2. But I'm probably going to see X-Men Dark Phoenix first because, being a big comic book guy. There'll be another Who Would Win. The standard week, basically. And I might throw an extra video in here or there. Oh, and Pokemon Direct is on Wednesday. I will be talking about that later in the day. I don't have the morning off to talk about it, unfortunately, like I normally do. Work schedule change. But I will be, and I can't even watch it live, which, well, I could at work. But I'll watch it after the fact. It's fine. It's just cool to watch these things. I'll probably honestly watch it try to watch it and not get spoiled what was in it prior. So there will be the Pokemon Direct I'll talk about later, too, on Wednesday. So keep your eyes open for those. But until then, thanks for watching. See you next time, folks, and have a good one.